My name is Umul Khair and I'm representing youth from the civil society. And good evening to you, my governor, it's good to see you. Honorable Raila Odinga, thank you for joining us. And I'll just be brief to the point, and I would like to address three key things that we've been tackling as young people. The biggest currently is matters violent extremism, because if I give my own personal story, and that is something that is relatable to every young person here, when I'm crossing that bridge at River Tana, I want to feel as Kenyan as any other Kenyan there, because every time I go there, I have to be asked for my ID. They have to vet me. To an extent, I avoid using the public transport. That is a challenge that we're facing. Recently, we've all seen the abductions that have been going about. Can we then at least feel like we are part of this country? Could we at least feel like our youth have a sense of identity? Because we're going into an election, and I can assure you half of the young people do not have identity cards. That's the challenge that we're facing. So if we want to be liberated as young people, we need to first have an end to this identity crisis, because this is what is leading to a lot of violent extremism. Many young people are crossing over to the borders, because if I cannot have that card, then you don't feel represented. The second issue is on education. This is a field that I'm working in, and we are going into the fourth industrial, sorry. This is the ICT center. Could we then at least have accessible education for every child in Kenya, and specifically the nomadic children? We noticed when COVID came, we were mostly impacted. Looking at the data and look at the statistics of out-of-school children, Northeastern is the most affected. Why is that the reason? So as young people, we've already voiced our issues. This is now a challenge I'm raising to the incoming government, inshallah. Let us have education for nomadic children had. Let us have each and every child have access to full education, because today I'm standing here because I'm fully educated. Many other young people need the same. And the third is on women issues. I'm very big on women empowerment, and I'm glad to have met you before. So now that we have this party coming up and this new government, I know with your passion for women leadership, you've represented us before. A lot of women who've been nominated to political parties currently who are in government is thanks to the party, if I'm not wrong. So could we then at least have tickets given to women? I'm not saying we'd be favored. I know we're competent. I can see my sister here. We're very competent. So could we at least have the representation when it comes to party tickets, so that when we reach the new government, we don't have to fight on issues two-third gender. We want the men to cry about two-third gender issues. We don't want to cry about two-third gender issues, so that men can then start working on boy-child issues. We've done girl-child issues for the longest time. This is our time for us to be represented, and I know the party has women issues at the heart. So karibu sana, and Winnie, good to see you. I hope we get to speak after this, inshallah. Thank you so much.
And Right Honorable Raila Odinga, my governor, all the leaders present, and all protocols observed. Your Excellency, we've had challenges in this region, northern Kenya, since independence. We've had we've even skipped the first elections in this country. But since then, gradually things have been improving. Most of our improvement has come through the effort you've made during the multi-party system. You have done a lot for us. Today we have a devolution. It is working. We have a constitution that is fighting for our rights. But again, we still have some issues that we will want you, the next president of this country, to try to actually not advocate for it, but to try to talk the walk. The longest road in this country, probably in my opinion, is Garissa to Mandera. Large part of that road is untarmacked. Like one of the speakers earlier mentioned of extrajudicial killings. I have witnessed something that no one else has witnessed. I have trekked from Garissa to Mandera by foot when the university was attacked. I collected data. I talked to several people. And the most worrying thing is people disappearing. I talked to an old man who told me how his son has disappeared. He was about 30 years old. And then he disappeared for about 3-4 years. His wife could not stomach his absence. She asked for a divorce, and she decided to go back home. They had a meeting and they agreed that her younger brother will inherit her. He inherited the lady, she gave birth to a son. 2 years later, those people who have disappeared with him have decided to return him back. He came back, his family being taken. Traumatized, and younger brother traumatized, the young wife traumatized, the family traumatized. Those are the people who have been seen. There are people who have disappeared. Even recently, we've had people being thrown in the river. So on matters extrajudicial killings, you have been a victim of excess force. When you have been campaigning for the multi-party, we ask you to look at it. We have dilapidated infrastructures everywhere in northern Kenya. We are doing well right now, but there are a lot that you ought to do. I could have spoken a lot, but because of so many people who want to speak here, I thank you for being here. I thank the organizers. I thank the governor and all the people who have come here. Thank you very much and welcome to Garissa.
His Excellency the Governor Ali Buno Korone, the Governor of Wajir County, and all protocol observed, I wish to express a few issues concerning the youth. Generally, and by the name is Mohammed Gurhan, and there are quite a number of issues affecting the youth. Basically, when you observe, every person who is sitting here, majority of them are youth. 75% of the population of the Kenya are youth. I wish to express a few concerns. One of the issues is that there are a number of youths who are registered at the refugee fingerprints. So most of these issues affecting the youths is that once they are removed from the fingerprint of the database from the UNHCR, they will be able to be issued with IDs such that they can able to access youth funds and something similar to that. The other concern is that we have presidential youth empowerment schemes, which is at the national level. So I wish if the same can be customized at the county level, such that the same can be realized and the youths can be supported. With those few remarks, for the interest of time, I wish to say thank you very much.
Karibu sana. This is your hometown. And my name is Afaiza Sadiq. And I think I'm carrying many titles here. I'm the personal assistant to the governor, the protocol, the event, the hospitality, everything. The Mdomobagi of Garissa. Much have been said. Mine is, you should be ready to listen to our concerns, and we promise you. Sisi tumeona hata umekalia hiyo kiti already. And I want to tell you, make use of us. Some of us are good campaigners, and I promise you, we must see you in that seat come 2022, God willing. So, shida imekuwa mingi, much have been said, karibu sana, and na tunataka ututembelee tena. Next time, ukuje na president mwenyewe. Thank you.
And the rest of the honorables. Much have been said. My question was about the vetting. Actually, when our sons and daughters who have completed the O-level, they want to get the IDs, there's this kind of vetting. I see that as a form of discrimination. I would like that to be abolished. Because if the youths who have completed their O-level have all papers that showing they are Kenyans, I don't see any reason as to why our youth should go such a big process. For me, I will see that procedure to be null and void. Next, pia mambo ya, when we are getting passport, we are also discriminated. Kuna kwanga na hii komiti kidogo inakaanga kando yenye inafanya we fear tukienda hapo kufanyiwa interview. So tunataka tukue like any other Kenyans, so that okay, am I audible? So nilikuwa napenda sana hiyo procedure ya interview ya pia passport itolewe ikiwezekana. So thank you, feel at home. I have no much to say. Thank you.
My name is Abdulkadir Aden Hassan, Ambassador, Environmentalist. Ujumbe zangu ni tatu. Ya kwanza, mambo ya handshake tumefurahia sana, hasa sisi wa watu wa kaskazini mashariki. Tuhakikishe kwamba kupitia handshake we are going to have a peaceful election. Jambo la pili, wakati ulikuwa rais, prime minister, umekuwa na program ya kazi kwa vijana. Unavyoelewa kwamba sehemu ya kaskazini mashariki tumekuwa na mabadiliko mingi ya hali ya hewa. Climate change has been affecting us. So the day tutakupeleka State House, kazi kwa vijana lazima irudi. Jambo la tatu, tumeongea vitu mingi, tutakupeleka State House, lakini round hii tutakufa na wewe. Mambo na IEBC, hizo kits ifanywe testing, ndio tukienda kukupeleka State House tuko sure kwamba umeingia ndani ya serikali. This is the last chance we have together. We are going to do or die. Thank you, sir.
Right Honorable Raila Odinga, His Excellency Governor Garissa County, the Deputy Governor, members of Parliament, all protocols observed. I think because of time, I will be very brief. First of all, I would like to appreciate the coming of His Excellency, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, to Garissa here. This is a youth engagement program. This is a youth engagement activity, and we really appreciate. I would also like to appreciate the organizers of this meeting, some of members of the County Assembly, Honorable Amin, and also senior government officials from Garissa County, the host, His Excellency Governor Garissa County, and all other leaders. So thank you for that. Your Excellency, my names are Usman Godat from Garissa County, specifically from Fafi Sub-County. So here today we have a conglomeration of youth from different walks, some representation. Because of the corona issue, the difficult situation in which we are, everybody cannot attend. So there are youth leaders here from all walks of life, civil society organizations, some working in different places, and also other youth representatives. So basically we are appreciating such kind of an engagement, specifically for Garissa County and also Northern Kenya, and we are looking forward for a fruitful more engagement. I'm hoping that our engagement will not end here. That is one. Number two, our youth are facing a lot of challenges as a country, Kenya, and also region. We got wrong on matters youth in 1965 during sessional paper number 10, which was prepared in 1965, that has categorized Kenya as unproductive region and highly productive region. And also that paper could not solve youth issues. So we've been carrying those challenges all the way to 2010, the promulgation of the new constitution where we had devolution. So the same challenges have been inherited by the county governments. And now the burden is lying here. So one thing that we are sure that these are your wafuasi, as Amin said, Amin Komp, and also Mheshimiwa Abdirizak, that these are your wafuasi, and we have no doubt that this time you are going to win the presidency. I would like to add that you've been winning all along. I am one of your diehard supporters from 2002 to during the NAC, the National Rainbow Coalition, all the way to 2007, 2012, 2013. You've been winning. The only challenge was the system and the deep state. But since now the dynamics have changed, we are very much sure that you are going to win. That is one. So there are some proposals that we have made. I don't want to go into the details. They will be presented by another person, and you will also be given in written form. So thank you so much for this, and with the leadership of the county governor and all the leaders here, including our senator that I've forgotten. I'm just seeing, am I seeing the senator? Mheshimiwa, that with the vibrant leadership who are in the county assembly, we are going to work with you. And this time we have a lot of issues, and those issues we are very hopeful that you are going to address them. Thank you so much.